going on, folks? Welcome to Passion Unchained. It's Joe here, and I have blue blockers on because it's late. Today, I'm going to give you some updates on Passion Unchained. Love you guys. I am going all in, focusing on photography, and really excited about that. And it reminds me of one of the rules about living a passionate life and building a life based on your passions. It's really about building anything whatsoever. And that is, it's really fucking important to have focus. Super focus. If you don't have focus in your life, then the action that you take will be diluted. Now you can have a few things you're focusing on, or you can decide to focus on one thing more than others. I'm going to change the battery. This is about to die, so hold on a sec. All right, yeah. So I was doing a live call with a group, an accountability group of badass winners that is headed by my friend Andy, who I did an interview with. Let me put that here. Interview with Andy. Interview with Andy. Yeah, so I have been slacking. I know I'm like 10 or so vlogs behind, which kind of sucks, but I will catch up. This month I have it on my to-do list to catch up. And the reason is I've been taking a much fucking needed break. I needed some perspective on my life and things that I was doing. And it's good to zoom out. It was just nice to zoom out and be like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I want to go. I need to focus and change things up. A mentor of mine, David Kosciuszko, phone flipping guy, he would talk about if you're in the woods, say you're in like a big bamboo forest, and you're like, oh, I gotta get out of here, and you start whacking in one direction. It's like taking action. You might not be going towards the town. You might just be going towards the middle of nowhere. And if you're not careful, you'll just take a bunch of action in the wrong direction, and that's not going to do you any good. So sometimes you got to climb the beanstalk or the bamboo and get to the top and look out and be like, where is the town? And you're like, it's that way. Hey, everybody down there, go that way. And that way you'll actually do good shit with your actions. My actions were kind of all over the place for a little bit, and that was just because I hadn't taken the time to take some space and get an overview of what it is that I'm looking for in life, that I'm looking for to build, and what it is that I'm doing, and how it all interacts, and etc. So now I've gotten that. And so this here video is to explain how important it is to take a step back sometimes, take a break. I'm going to do a vlog at the next few days or so with some footage. I went and visited my friend in Portland, Oregon. Over in Portland. Those weird Irish people over there. It's actually Oregonites. And we hiked to the coast. It was fucking gorgeous. It was amazing. And I'm really excited about that. We did some amazing shit. Some of it may have involved trespassing. I will never tell the specifics of that. But we weren't caught, so let's never get caught. That was fun, though. Super fun. Exciting. And you saw him, Andy, also put interview plus vlog with my friend. I'm going to also put an interview and a vlog with my friend Rex. He's a cool dude. I had him on my podcast. Yeah, so I'm also going to make a second channel here that's going to be for my photography. I've been taking photos for a while for friends and at first it was for friends, and then it started to be for clients too. And I've had people like drive here from out of state and take photos with me for their dating profiles. One of the things about dating profiles is very photo driven. Some of the dating experts will be like, oh, your bio is really important, or oh, like this is really important. That's really like, and how you talk to them, the things you say. And I mean, they're not like, they have an effect. Like the things that you say to a girl in the messages do have an effect. Not as much as you'd think. And there is no magic bullet. Thing is, a lot of girls are just on Tinder, especially, but a bunch of others too. They're just there to get attention and to just dilly dally around and be like, "Oh, look at this! This is fun. I'm getting a bunch of matches, and it's validating." And I'm not saying that that's like something that should necessarily like stop, and it's the scourge of society. It is annoying to guys, of course, but like I understand if I was a girl, I'd want to get validation that way too. So. I understand where it comes from, but it does mean that like a lot of the places, the coaches will be like, oh, you can get any girl on Tinder with my results, with like my way of doing things is any girl will fall for you. And like, no, like that's by definition false, because a lot of girls are on these dating apps just for fun, not to meet anybody or to, etc. So, there's nothing that will get you every single girl, but you can put yourself in the best position. And there's a lot of, and I want to share all that on the channel so that like my clients, if I'm working with somebody, I can be like, hey, yo, just watch this channel, help you learn to apply the photos that we get. And like some people will be like, one common criticism I hear is like, well, don't you want things to be like natural and normal? And it's like, well, yeah, but if movie trailers were just like, why do we have movie trailers then? Like, shouldn't we just have posters of the movie up around everywhere? And then you can't even put, if you don't want to like try to play something up and make it look better than it is, then like don't have any movie trailers ever. Because it's not that you're trying to show yourself as better than you are. It's you're making a movie trailer for your life. And that analogy is kind of overplayed, but it's just perfect. It's overplayed because it's just perfect. It's like, your dating app profile and your social media, it's a movie trailer for your life. It's like, this is what I do, who I am. And you're picking the best parts, but you're not going to put like a picture of you crying about your dog who died on your Tinder. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're not going to put a picture of you yelling at traffic in your car. That's not like, no. She can see those parts of you after she starts dating you for a few months. And then she likes you a lot, and she'll be like, oh, well, he's just having a bad day, which is true. Like, unless you're like crying all the time or like yelling at traffic like all the time. Even then, like, it's not even that much. Yelling at traffic all the time isn't such a deal breaker. I mean, it can be, but it's not always. Like, I know Tucker Max, for instance, he said it himself on his podcast he used to have that he yelled at traffic all the time, and he got a lot of girls. Now granted, he got a lot of insecure girls at first, but after that he got a lot of girls who were secure because he worked on himself and all that jazz. But basically what I'm saying, I'm going on a bunch of tangents. Basically what I'm saying is I'm going to be starting a new channel to talk about Tinder, dating apps, and to help my clients who want to take photos with me to do that. I'm going to have two packages. One package is all in. You come stay with me for the weekend, or you stay in a hotel, but we go out either, it could be any 3 days. It doesn't have to be the weekend. It could be like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we shoot photos, and I get you like enough for all the 9 photos on Tinder and any dating app, all those photos to be filled up, plus a couple extras. So you can switch them out and see which one you like best. And it's going to be fucking awesome. So that's in just like a 2, or depending on how long it takes, we'll plan it. 2 or 3 days, like as many outfits as you need, as many outfit changes as you need, we'll take thousands of photos over hours and hours. I pay for the meals that weekend while we're together. If we're like not together, like if we've done enough for the day and we've parted our ways and you're in the hotel and I'm at home, like I'm not going to buy you dinner and like, I'm not going to pay for your dinner while you're away from me. While we're together, while we're shooting, I cover the dinner, I cover everything. We hang out. But that's only for people who are super serious about getting their dating apps stuff figured out. I did this photo shoot with my friend now, because we actually kind of bonded on the weekend. But he drove down from out of state and I'm kind of being vague about the details because he told me he doesn't want people to know that he got dating app photos just for professional image, which is 100% fine. I'm going to tell you the details, but not in a way that identifies him. He would get like 4 or 5 matches per day or so because he's like elite tier fitness level. He's really good at, he's like me, but with 30 more pounds of muscle, and I already have a lot of muscle, and I'm already super fit. So like he's on point. So he, without trying, would get 4 or 5 matches a day and about a number a day on Tinder, which is more than almost every guy I know would do without trying and doing nothing. But because of his fitness level, he got a lot. But he wanted more because he's looking for, to feel fulfilled and satisfied with his love and sex life. And this would, I'll also do another video about why this works for people who are looking for a long-term relationship, as well as people looking for casual partners and everything in between, and why getting more matches is important for everybody. But he was getting like 4 or 5 matches a day, and then, but his photos were shit. He was only getting those matches because he was God tier fitness level, and he has a profession that's like a caring profession. Like, I don't really want to say exactly what because fuck it. Like, there's a lot of nurses in the world. So he's a nurse, and he's that like super attracted girls. The fact that he's like super fit, like he's really motivated, and he's a nurse. Like, he just got a lot of girls, but he wanted more. So he came to me. We hung out for that weekend, and again, it could be like any 3 days really. And you just come down and we work it out, and I get you your photos. And he put the photos up, and within the first 24 hours, can you guess how many matches that he got? I shit you not, he got 200 matches. 200 matches. And he's been going on, like, a lot of days he just goes on 3 dates. Like, he just, like, back to back, and that's with like, a work schedule and shit. He had to, like, he didn't have enough time to go on dates with all the girls he got matches with. I'm not saying that I'm guaranteeing those results, because I'm not. That's what he got, and your mileage may vary. But I will say that it 100%, well, I mean, not in 100, like, it like multiplied it by 50. It multiplied his matches by fucking 50. Like, it's crazy. From like 4 or 5 a day to 200. Now, he did a boost that day, so that also changed things. He didn't do a boost before. I have to ask him how much it is per day, but it's definitely more than 4 or 5 now, because I improved his photos for him. So yeah, that's my main package, and then I also have another package where, because my main package is not cheap. It's only for those who want to go all in and really want a lot of help, and I'm really happy to do that. And that's like, if you're motivated, if you really want to get your sex life on point, or you want to find the girl of your dreams that you want to like marry and have kids with, and either way, like, this works for that, and I'd actually even tailor it to you to make it work. So I'm really fucking excited to do that for you. If you are not all in like that kind of person, which is fine, you don't necessarily have to be all in, then I have another package for you, which is a DIY package, and that's where we get on a call. I give you all the videos and like some ebooks and shit that will help you out, help you understand how this all works, why I do certain photos, why I take certain types of photos, etc. Good and bad examples. And I get to know you, and I create like custom hobby photos, ideas for you, and I help you like figure out where to go shoot. And then you go shoot yourself. You either have a camera, or you borrow a camera for a friend, or you just use your cell phone, because a lot of cell phones nowadays are more than enough for dating apps. And then you go and shoot them yourself. I give you like a suggestion for a tripod to use, and like a phone mount if you're using your phone, or like I help you figure out all the logistics. And you actually give me like, so you give me like my fee plus an extra deposit, and I give you that. This is to like motivate you, so you don't just sit on your ass. And then you go and take those photos, you give them to me, and then I give you your deposit back. And that's just because like I know how people are, and if you're like I'm gonna like take hours out of my day to do something I'm not used to doing, that's out of my comfort zone, you might just not do it. You might just push it back and push it back and push it back. And I don't want you to pay me like my fee and then not use the product that I'm giving you. Like I want to actually help you guys with your dating life. So that's why I charge that extra refundable. So the first part's not refundable, of course, but that refundable like motivator, I guess. And as long as you do it within like, I'm just starting this new package out, so maybe it'll be 2 weeks, maybe a month. I'll figure it out as we go. But once you do those photos and you give them to me, I give you that deposit back. I edit the photos, and then I give you the best ones, all edited, for you to use in your profile. So that really makes me happy, because that's like a new idea that I have. Because a lot of people, like, if you're in Austin where I'm at, cool, like we'll do that. Or if you're willing to travel to Austin, cool. Or if you're in, I don't know, New York City and you want to come to Austin, then you could pay for yourself to fly and go to a hotel and stay here for 3 days. Or you could pay for me to come out there and fly and stay in a hotel. It's the same price either way. You're paying for one person's flight and one person's lodging. So whether it's you coming here or me going there, as long as you're in a city where there's enough photo places for me to take photos with you, then it's all good. Like, it's 100% fine. I don't mind if you come here, I come there. I like to travel. It's great. Like, that's fine. If you want to bring me over there, because it's going to be the same price either way, because you're just paying for one person's travel and lodging, whether it's you here or me there. That's the moonshot package. And I'll talk about this on my new channel that I'll start putting videos out on. And then the package, which is like, you don't have the time to travel, or you're excited about your sex life and your dating life or your love life, or long-term, short-term, whatever you're looking for, but you don't want, like, you just, like, you're not as all in and committed to buy the moonshot package, then you're going to buy the DIY package, where I teach you how to do all this on your own. I spend the time with you on the first call, probably, I don't know how long it'll take, like an hour, 2 hours, whatever. I work through the logistics of you to plan out your shoots, which is, that's hard stuff. I'll plan out the shoots for you. I'll help you do that. And then I'll probably be available via email for support. I'm not going to be available via message, because I don't want to, I need my my own life. But I'll be available for email for support, and I will definitely get back to you within 24 hours, probably a lot quicker, probably like super quick. But I will promise to be back with you within 24 hours. The weekends are a different story. But help you out as much as possible to get you to be able to take your photos, whether you borrow a camera from your friend or from, whatever, or you have a camera or you use your phone. Or you have somehow, I'll help you with those logistics and shit. And like, I'll give you a link to a tripod that you can use, and, some lighting equipment if you really want to do that, or, all that jazz, all that stuff. And, yeah. And then you give me back the photos and all out of them. So this is really exciting for me, because I'm all about building a life based on your passions and making a life you love. And I love creative things. So this is exciting for me to finally like go all into creative stuff. I have been putting out videos about Uber. I know this video is kind of going on longer than I expected. I've been putting videos about Uber. I'm still willing to coach people for Uber as necessary. I didn't get as much. I got some. Let me rephrase that. I did get some interest in Uber coaching. I just decided that I was spreading myself too thin. Like, there were a couple people that were talking to me about having me coach them for Uber. And I was getting ready to gear up my outreach and get more people interested, and reach more people that are interested. And I ended up getting a few like people that were like ready, or like almost ready to do coaching with me. But I realized I was spreading myself too thin, and it just didn't make much sense for me to do that, because I'm like, I do want to do photography. I was doing photography, and then I stopped photography to coach Uber, and I'm like, why am I doing that? It doesn't make much sense. Photography is already working for me. Why did I stop it? And yeah, it just didn't make any sense for me to spread myself too thin. So I decided in the end to chop that thread, to tie that thread, tie that loose end, let that go, and then go all into photography. If you're wondering why this like sudden change, and that was one thing that I realized when I took that that time off and visited my friend, and Memorial Day weekend and all that jazz. So a lot of clarity. Learn that from me. Copy that from me. Take some clarity. Take a break. Go travel somewhere. Do something new, something different, and get yourself some fucking clarity. You have no idea how amazing it is to just take a step back, and you're going to be nervous. Like, I was so nervous taking a step back. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing Uber. How am I going to pay my bills? All this and all that. But, like, I knew I was fine. I knew it was just nervousness, which it was, because it's like I haven't taken a break from Uber in months. Just because it's so nice to see the money coming in. It's just so easy to be like, oh, my bank account's going up. Like, I don't want to stop this, but I needed to. I needed a break, man, and I'm really glad I did that. So this episode's been going on a little bit longer than I needed to, and it's nice to have tangents here and there and have just kind of spew out my stuff. I want to connect with you guys a little more, and it's nice to just kind of share in a little less structured place. I will link, like, on this video once my next channel's up, and then I'll do a video a day, but sometimes the videos will be on Passion Unchained, which will be where I teach you lifestyle stuff, guidance to help you build a life you love. And then some of the videos will be on my other channel, my photography channel, to help you learn how to take photos for dating apps, and like why I take photos in a certain way. And if you want to book things with me, by the way, I'll leave a link, I'll leave a link in the description. Message me on Instagram. I get message requests. I always check on message requests, so don't worry if you're message requesting me, and you're not like my friend, you're not following me on Instagram and I'm not following you or whatever. It's okay. It's fine. Like, I will see your message request. I even like the message request spams. I instantly delete them so that I have a clear message request photos folder, and I check them and I delete them if they're a spam. But if it's like somebody that like wants to work with me, then I will 100% like respond to you ASAP. So don't worry about whether you're message requesting me. I'll send you my Instagram in the description. You can see some other photos I've done for some other people. You will fucking love it. I guarantee it. So enjoy. I'm excited to work with you, and I am, I'm excited to see you guys build a kick-ass fucking life, bro, and girls, and all that jazz.